Hello everyone, how everything going? In this tutorial we're going to be going over interfaces. Interfaces in Java is basically, how I like to look at it, it's like a class with method. So if you look at right here how we set up this class right here. If you look at this and look at how we got the getters and setters for this, basically an interface is just like this class, but just with methods. It's like the same thing, just with methods. To make it more simple, I have to show you, but that's how I have to look at it. But let's make another scenario. Say like if, right? Say like if we have, say like we got this bottle right here. What this is? This older band bottle, right? We made I don't know if you can see this. See this bottle right here. Say if we had one of these, and we wanted to make another one of these, but the other one we had like this wasn't gonna have some of the chemicals in here that we was gonna use, so we'll override it or we'll change just that. Basically, that's more, but to make it more simple, say if we had a car, we had a Toyota, and we wanted to make a new Toyota, we'll implement that Toyota, but then add more features on it, so we don't gotta do all that code and what we did for the last one. So to make it more but an interface could be anything. You can to make it more simple. So I gotta show you to make it so I can explain it. Say we got this employee class, right? I'm gonna try to add on from what we're doing right now. If you ain't watched the last tutorial about classes and subclasses, you can go check that out. But basically, what we got right here, we got an employee class, and we got a manager class that extended employee class. So what we finna do right now, we gonna make a schedule interface, and we gonna implement that schedule interface and use some of the features from that schedule interface. So we're gonna go right here to employee. We're gonna go to schedule. We're gonna say schedule. So now we gotta say package. And when you making an interface, you gotta make it public so your interface can get used throughout your program. So we got public. You gotta import the package public interface schedule. So now let's see what we're gonna use. Let's see what we're gonna use for schedule. So we're gonna say, alright, and let me show you something. Say like if you want to just to use a method, you just can set up a method like this. Say like int, and we can say counter, right? We can say int counter, and we can use a method like that, and when we implement that, but we ain't gonna use that right now. I'm gonna show you something how to get make a method that return a value. So you use default, or you can use default like this. Well, I'll just keep that right there. Default, like that, right? Or we can use default, and that's what we're gonna use right there. We're gonna use default. So what we're gonna say? We're gonna say what it's gonna do right here. We're gonna say days off. So we're gonna say days off. So we're gonna say let's say string off days. So we gonna say system. So basically what we just did, we just created the interface schedule and set up a method and schedule that can be extended throughout our program. And so if you coming from like say like in servlets and JSPs, they got servlets, and you gotta extend, you implement an interface. An interface you can implement, a class can implement how many other interfaces it want to implement. But you can only from a class can only extend one class. You can only inherit from one class, but a class can implement how many other interfaces it want to. You can implement 100 interfaces if you want to. You can. And so we got, okay, let's see what we got, an error right here. Let's see what's going on. We got default, we got string. Let's see what it's saying. Alright, so now that's one thing that stays off. So when you're dealing with the schedule and employees, what else we gonna have? Days off. Then we gonna say work time, right? So we got days off. We got days off, and what else on the schedule? What work at high? What days off, and what else? Let's just say work time or whatever. So we gonna say work time. And anytime you return a value or you got a method, you creating a method or function in the interface, you gotta use default. You gotta use default. So we got right here. So we gonna say what we saying right here. Alright, okay, cool. So we're gonna say so work time. So we'll say I'm off at night. So now let's just say we come right here, right? And we come right here in employee and we say we implement schedule, right? So when you implement when you implement an interface in Java, and it's basically like you inheriting the method from the interface. So you can either override it or you can use the method that's in that interface. So say right here, right? Let's say right here. So now we implement that interface. So what methods we got here? We say days off, and we got work time. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna call it right here. We go right here, you see we got days off and we got work time. So we're gonna go right here and we're gonna call it, we're gonna say employee dot work time. We're gonna go right here and say manager dot work time. Right, and what other method we got over here? Let's see real quick. Days off. So we're gonna come right here. We're gonna say employee dot days off, and what we're gonna set the days off to, we're gonna say Wednesday, and we're gonna come right here and we're gonna say manager dot days off, and we're gonna say any day. And if we run this, okay, and you see right here where we got the employee, we got I'm off at night, you're off on Wednesdays, and we got right here where it say the manager, I am off at night. You're off on any day. Because we put right here where the manager off at any day. So now let's say okay, I'm off at night and I'm off at night. So let's say if we want the manager, okay, the manager don't want to be off at night. The manager want to be off in the morning. So you can come right here. You can say at override, and what's that method called? Work time. And now we can come right here and say, okay, you see how we just override it, and we can say system dot I'm off in the morning. So now you see right here where we overrided in the manager, and we said I'm the manager. I am off in the morning, and we got right here I am off at night. And you can come right here in employee and say, okay, we can come right here and we can override it again and say, okay, override. And you can come right here and say, And you see, we came right here, we overrided it in the. You say I'm going on break at 12. I don't know. I hope you kind of understood that, and I'm gonna use another scenario. So if you in another video, but basically, an interface is a class with methods that can be used once you inherit it in your class. So if I come right here and I say, let's make another method right here, and I say, okay, what else you want to say in the schedule? What employees get free lunch? Okay, we're gonna say we're gonna say what else employees get. We're gonna put in the schedule. Okay, free lunch. Let's say free lunch. Free lunch. Free lunch. We're gonna say free lunch. We come right here. Oh yeah, we're gonna say employee. Let's say I'm going on break at 12. You're off on Wednesday. Free lunch. And you see, hold up, let's print it. I printed it in the wrong spot. Yeah, you see right here, we'll say I'm going on break at 12. You're off on Wednesday, free lunch. I'm the manager. I am off in the morning. You're off on any day. So now, if we come right here, being that we come right here and we say manager free lunch. Now the manager gonna have free lunch. But let's say that the manager don't want free lunch. Let's say the manager want free lunch, breakfast and dinner. And you see now the manager get free lunch. But let's say the manager want free lunch and dinner. We can come right here and the manager we can override it and say that override and now we come right here and the manager all meals free. Basically, basically the only thing we did was when we came to the employee, we inherited this interface right here that they got classes. If I delete this default right here, if I come up here and delete the default up here, it's gonna throw an error because we returning something. We got action going on in this interface. Now we can have it where we create our own methods from an interface, but I'm gonna make that in another video. So I'm gonna just put the default back, and we're gonna go from here. But basically, that's all it is with interface. It's just a class with methods that you inherited, that you can use methods, that you can use methods throughout your program. That's all to it. But I ain't gonna go too much more into it. They got go get your, like I said, go get a book and learn more about interfaces. Go more deep into it, cause it's a lot more to it that you. Basically, it ain't that much. It's pretty simple, but I mean that's pretty much all to it. It's pretty simple, but I mean just play around with it and learn more. I'm gonna put another video out on a different topic. I'm just trying to go along with what we've been going through, what we've been having going on through the last tutorial, and trying to build from that to see if you can get a little understanding on. But I'm gonna see you in the next tutorial. I think the next tutorial we're gonna be talking about exceptions and error handling. See you in the next tutorial.